We know the air is unfit to breathe and our food is unfit to eat. As if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy.
Silence! The great and powerful Oz knows why you have come.
You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it! My life has value.
You have meddled with the primal forces of nature.
Don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, or what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts.
It's time to buckle up for making sense of the madness.
And who loves you? And who do you love?
Hey everybody, Jason Bermas here, and we are in for another banned YouTube video archive. Now this one's really interesting. We're going to see how far the boundaries have really been pushed. For those that don't know, obviously things have changed somewhat over YouTube, and especially via their COVID-19 84 policy. So this video is actually a video that was taken down for me playing another video that they had taken down via like 9 months before, with me talking about the policies on Cuomo. Okay, and I just want to quickly show people this because, you know, people were watching the archive yesterday, and I'm putting it right below the date they originally aired. Okay, so everybody can see that. It's even, if you look at the little scroll, this video originally aired on May 5th. It's not May 5th. See, why did I put May 5th? It's May 28th. We're going to change that in real time. In real time. May 28th, 2021. See, I'm glad that we did that. We'll do it together. We do it live. That's right, Bill.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
So there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason on some of the ones that are getting remonetized, other ones that are still being limited, other than the 9/11 stuff and the Epstein stuff. Any of that stuff, and it seems like no bueno. So I'm wondering what is going to happen with this video in particular, if it's going to stick around. I don't think it's going to give me a strike. But just so people can see kind of like what we're going through right here. Here is the video in question. And like if you hit play, you can get like a 240p. I was able to go grab this off of Rockfin. And I want to, out of the gates again, say, you know, in the beginning of this 4-year-old video. 4.5 years, really. And I'm telling people to go make a free Rockfin account. I'm sorry, Rockfin is no longer free. Rockfin, I'm still grateful that it's there. But I can only tell you that, like, I barely make any money on Rockfin. I wish it were different. I like the hardcore people there that are still there. You know, Last American Vagabond's still on there. Jimmy Dore's still on there, etc. But it's just not as open as a platform, and it regressed. And you need those things to move forward. But we're going in order. As long as I think that it still doesn't, you know, it doesn't violate any policies. And at the very end, we actually appeal the video they took down before this one. So they take this video down too, but this is a process for me to actually appeal another one that they took down. Okay, and I use YouTube, its parent company Google's own words on air to try to dispute the video. I lose the dispute, obviously. It seems I lose the dispute, but we'll see what happens with this video. So before we get there, thumbs it up, subscribe and share. If you're new, you'll get to see some historical Bermas A little chubbier, by the way, a little chubbier. Maybe the hair wasn't quite as gray, but still getting there. And you tell me, because it's actually a video. It's another video within a video. Because it also, I'll say this is chubbier Bermas. It goes back to a video from 9 months prior to that. So it's really a video about a video over 5 years old in the COVID-19 84 era, where I'm trying to figure out how the hell I'm getting out of New York. It seems like it's one of my roadshow videos. And I'm just going to throw it there. Guys, I can't do it without you. Holidays are here. I want to thank everybody that has donated. Good Witchy, Costello, Randoms, Jamma, thank you so much. I could not do it without you. Big donors, thank you so much. There's also the PayPal down below. Without further ado, actually, I want to give a shout out to marigoldresources.com as well. They buy and sell businesses. Check them out. And then rcreader.com as well. Let's do it. Let's get into it. This is old school Bermas, and it was taken down by YouTube. Yeah, you were reading the title right in the bottom if you want to read it again, but we were trying to shame them because they needed to be shamed. Hey everybody, Jason Bermas here, and it happened again. And this time we're not going to let YouTube get away with it, and we are going to shame them on their own platform because YouTube, you've been a very, very dirty girl. And what this shows more than ever is not only selective enforcement, but with this quote-unquote medical misinformation policy, it very much mirrors what's happening with Facebook, their whistleblowers, and quote-unquote the VH score or the boop boop hesitancy score. And what really bothers me about this video that we're about to do is the video that they pulled was one I specifically did not discuss what I was not supposed to discuss. And this is a 3+ month old video called Cuomo Must Go, okay? And I didn't discuss any of the stuff I wasn't supposed to. I showed screenshots of articles that I wouldn't even read the headlines of and said, please come over to Rockfin. This is the time to make the Rockfin account and see what else we're going to go over. And we had another 18 minutes on that video. That apparently was not good enough for YouTube. And I know we've got some new subscribers from the Whitney Webb interview that I did yesterday. But what I need you to do is pay attention, because this is how digital censorship is working. It's totally arbitrary. It's totally unacceptable. And it's not true. Okay, it's not true. So, before we get going, I want people to thumbs it up, subscribe, share. Look, we need to be on this platform. Why? Because we need to bring more people in on a thing called reality, right? A little thing called reality. And the reality is, it's horrible what they're doing with this subject. And they've been doing it for a very, very long time in different aspects. But now with algorithms, okay, it's happening almost instantaneously. Or in some cases, they're sweeping through and scrubbing history. And we saw that with Whitney Webb's article as well. Okay, so all the documentary films, they're free. Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture. Check them out in the documentary playlist section. Again, make that free Rockfin account. Here it is. Boom. Okay. I got a backup on Odyssey. So the thing is that if you want to see this, you can see it on Odyssey. But you notice it's only like 12 minutes and 33 seconds long. Well, that's because we specifically, again, I'll say it again, specifically did not talk about what we wanted to there. And then this video is close to 30 minutes long, as you can see. So you're going to want to watch that one. But let's get into it. First of all, let's talk about my channel monetization. It took them over a year to review my channel to tell me that I'm harmful content. Really. They can't explain what's harmful about me or why I'm harmful. They're not giving specific examples. They just simply say this: content that focuses on controversial issues and that is harmful to viewers.
Why is a little guy like me in the first place talking about quote-unquote controversial issues harmful to anybody? Who gets to make that decision? You know, we've been talking about quote-unquote hate speech for a very long time. And this, to me, Google, YouTube, Alphabet, the NSA, NASA, whatever you want to call yourself today, is unacceptable. Okay, that's not a real definition. It's arbitrary. It's selectively enforced. It's Orwellian. It's all of those things, you dirty, dirty whore. And we're going to shame you. We're going to appeal this one. Okay, period. It has to be appealed. So just to show people, you know what's going on with this. So I get this here message, of course, and it says that we've now, the Cuomo Must Go wrap-up show is medical misinformation and doesn't allow claims about COVID boops that contradict expert consensuses from local health authorities or the World Health Organization. I didn't do it. I didn't say anything. I didn't use the word, nothing. Nada. Zip. Zilch. What I did was told people, hey, you're going to have to come over here to see stories like this, which we wouldn't talk about. Stories like this where YouTube canceled Senate hearings. Okay? Or this, that there was a outbreak. Okay? There's like one other example that I had, but again, I didn't talk about them at all. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to my little dashboard here. Okay? And here it is. Here's my little content removal. I am going to disagree and appeal. What's this? Is this a new one they just took down? Oh, this is a different one. I thought it was the Cuomo Must Go. So it's, wait, or is this? Oh, it's the Cuomo Must Go wrap-up show. I haven't even watched this one, guys, so I don't know if it should. Well, we can't play it here. Well, I guess you can still see the other one. Wow. Oh. Well, excuse me, sir and ma'am. I must have had a similar thing. Well, there is egg on my face. But still, I can't imagine. Oh man, now I wish it. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. This I'm trying to think where this would be. When did I put this up? The Cuomo Must Go wrap-up show. This says Media Month 14. Wow, how long ago is this? This one's way older. Let's do it live. Let's find out. Thumbs it up, subscribe, and share. See, sometimes we do make mistakes, but I still feel like I'm going to win this battle. Let's see. Let's see. So, we will search this channel. Cuomo Must Go. Oh, wait, it's going to be gone from this one. I have to do it here. Oh, but it won't be there either. It'll only be on Odyssey. Cuomo Must Go wrap up. There it is right here. Okay, so that's 9 months ago. This is a video from 9 months ago they're taking away via the supposed boop boop. How is that even possible? This kind of proves my point. I mean, I thought it had to be this one, the Cuomo Must Go show. But yeah, here it is. That's from like 2.5, 3 months ago. This one's from 9 months ago. So here's what we're gonna do. We're 8 minutes and a half into this video. I don't want to play this video on YouTube. I think that I'll get in trouble for it. Man, maybe we should just play it on. We should play it raw, right? And see if I get in trouble for this one. Let's play it raw. Now, why not? And by the way, this is why we want to thank Odyssey for backing up our channel.
What is up, everybody? I really hope that you enjoyed my coverage over on the Capitol in New York. That's right, Albany is the capital of New York, believe it or not. It's not New York City. It's here in upstate New York. A lot of people don't realize that. Even though, you know, the great dictator, Andrew Capo Cuomo, is so beholden to the billionaire class, so beholden to the predator class.
And let me just say this, if I'm in Albany, this is over a year ago. So it's more than 9 months. Okay, let's get that out of the way. So this is a video from like, it's got to be like July or June of last year. Well, maybe, yeah, I guess then that wouldn't be, yeah, I guess all right. So maybe it is like 9 months ago. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because we're in we're almost at June. But maybe it was a little bit longer.
That at least some of my neighbors, my brothers, my sisters out there decided enough is enough, and we're out in front of the Capitol building today. And if you missed it, guys, you really missed a lot of spot-on speeches, right? You have the fact that, number one, we do live in a state that has medical martial law. We do live in a state that has suspended the Second Amendment. We do live in a state that murdered a bunch of senior citizens. And it was hard listening to some of the women who spoke, who lost their parents, who lost their mothers, who lost their fathers, who were lied to again and again and again about not only the situations in these nursing homes regarding COVID, but in the very lives and then deaths of their loved ones.
So far I haven't mentioned anything about the shot at all, right? I haven't mentioned anything about the shot, and I'm talking about what? I'm talking about the policies inside of these nursing homes.
Who they were not allowed to bury properly, who they were not allowed to mourn with properly, who they were forbidden from visiting in their last weeks and days.
It's all true.
Does that sound okay to you? And a lot of people, you know, were very familiar with Erin, who was the woman who came from Florida, who was a veteran, who exposed what they were doing at Elmhurst, exposed the fact that indeed, yes, unfortunately, these death machines, that's what ventilators were, death machines were not being used properly and taking lives.
Again, we're not talking about the boop, and we all know that that's true. I mean, are we going to dispute that? That many of the ventilators weren't used properly in the beginning? It's common knowledge. And that if you get on a vent, you got a really good chance of not coming off one?
That they were fudging the numbers in many cases. That these people did not have to die. And she couldn't stop herself from crying when she was up there talking about it, and I can't blame her. It had to be extremely emotional to keep reliving that. You know, if you're a compassionate, thinking human being, that's very hard to just push away. It's not easy. It's not normal, by the way, to be able to just push those feelings aside. And then you had, I believe her name was Kara, who was a Golden Gloves boxing champion, talking about the health in New York State and how they have locked people out of parks, how they will not allow gyms to open, how there is no end in sight, and how your physical well-being has so much to do with your mental well-being. And when you are being physically assaulted, because these people don't care about your actual health, right? But when they act like they care about your health, they're actually making you less healthy. And obviously, in New York State, that is now compounded by this corporate mask phenomenon, where McDonald's, who has served up literal filth to hundreds of millions, if not billions of people across the world, have never cared about anybody's health, have never cared about their ingredients, have never cared whatsoever. Now they'll call the cops on you if you don't want to wear a mask because they're so damn worried about your health.
I keep watching this, and I keep waiting for my disinformation on the supposed boop boop.
And we had a lot of people that were awakened to the fact that this was not a left or right issue. The gentleman who was the former Navy SEAL and FBI agent, he especially gave a message of hope and love to me because he talked about how this isn't a Republican or a Democrat thing, that we are now living in a communist type of society where censorship is the norm, that medical martial law is a reality. You know, we had somebody up there, a parent, who fought back against the state when they took away his religious exemption for vaccines. He then got a doctor to say, look, this kid has neurological disorders. Gave him 2 exemptions. The school still tried to vaccinate. He had to sue. He had to sue. And over 26,000 kids were forbidden from going to school even before this COVID 1984 nonsense. You remember, I was pissed. Me and my sister, we fought really hard for a religious exemption for the girls. And that wasn't enough, was it? No. Another executive order, another dictator move, and Cuomo just did his thing.
All this is true. Like, none of this so far has to do with anything to do with Moderna, AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, the COVID shot at all. At all.
Again, before COVID 1984, catch and release, that's not bail reform. And we're seeing the repercussions of that right now. I'll say it again. New York City has more shootings as of yesterday than it did all of 2019 at 777, with 4 months to go in the year. And that's all before COVID 1984. That's before the facts aren't the facts. That's before he gave the state away to unaccountable, unelected billionaires to run free with. You want to talk about Michael Bloomberg? Michael Bloomberg was not my elected official. When he was the mayor of New York City, he was bad. He holds no office. Why are we allowing him to take the reins of an illegal track, trace, and database force?
Again, I'm still waiting. Like, we not once have we talked about the vaccine here. Not one time. Talking about contact tracers being given to unelected billionaires, that's a real issue. Is that also something I can't criticize because the WHO thinks that it's the best thing since breakfast?
Of thousands contact tracing me for COVID 1984. You better get them out of here with that. But that's just the beginning, right? Because you got Bill and Melinda Gates are going to reimagine education. Bill Gates, the guy that's on a victory lap right now in mainstream media, admitting the Moderna vaccination does cause side effects.
Oh, here we go.
Admitting the vaccine itself does not have to stop COVID-19 at all. Doesn't make you immune from it.
Okay, all this is real. Okay, all right, so.
That it's a multiple vaccine, at least 2 shots for a regular person, possibly more for the elderly. That it may not work year to year. It may not work at all. It doesn't have to protect you. He literally says, oh, well, it'll make it less likely to die from it. So it's going to make me less likely to die from something that already has a 99.9+% survival rate. But you're going to force me to take it because you said there's 7 billion doses in the works.
Again, everything I've said here is true. Again, there is no efficacy for stopping transmission at all. These are things that Bill Gates said, multiple shots, all that's real. Okay. If you're trying to say there are no side effects, I mean, wow. I mean, again, he admitted to that in the very beginning with the Moderna stuff. Those videos are still available on my channel.
Remember, Moderna is just one. There's 150 of these things. Doesn't matter that Anthony Fauci admitted only about 6% of actual vaccines ever make it to market. Doesn't matter that the average turnaround time on any of these vaccinations after studies and human trials, etc., is 7 years. None of that matters because Cuomo told you the facts aren't the facts. But let me give you a fact right now. I was just with 200 plus people, the vast majority not wearing masks, right? Every once in a while you'd see a person or two, or maybe a total of 10 people there out of the 200 plus were wearing masks. None of us are going to get sick. The social distancing is, again, a farce, a joke, a sick joke at that. It is a way to try to take away our free speech and our free will, and then mask our face as human beings in a transhumanist agenda. Go to my Twitter feed right now. They've got a delivery robot ready for you for packages of 40 pounds and less. Whoa, Jason, what do you mean a delivery robot? I mean, they want a driverless car to come up to your home, disperse a robot that is based in DARPA technology that will then give you your goods. Do you not see where this is going? This is the move towards a transhumanist automation nation where you sit there and you take your UBI and they decide when you are locked out. They decide if you get to have a business. They decide what you put in your body. They decide whether or not you're allowed to defend yourself. And I wish I was exaggerating. I wish it wasn't here now, but it's here now, as in today. As in it's not coming, it's here. Okay? So if we're not ready to fight back and fight back hard right now, we will lose as a species. We will bow down to the false prophets like Elon Musk and get our Neuralink chip and join a hive mind and no longer actually have possession of our souls, of our very beings anymore. It'll be gone. Forget the high-level brainwashing that's already taken place in this media military industrial complex that is constantly on the attack. Forget about the propaganda that is pumped through your screen, whether it's a television, a movie screen, or the little one you're watching me on that's in your pocket all day. It will be literally over the top, where your brain chemistry is changed without your knowledge, without you even being conscious of it. That is not the country or the world I want to live in. I want to live in a world where we are pushing back, where we are not allowing this, where we are holding these bastards accountable, where we have identified a predator class that must be stopped, and we stop them, and we bring back our constitutional republic. That's the world I need to live in. So guys, I couldn't do it without you.
We're going to stop it right there. So here's the deal, okay? I want to show people this. Just so people understand that this is Google's own answer on whether they're effective of keeping you from getting sick. Scientists are still learning how well vaccines prevent you from spreading the virus. So I'm going to copy and paste that. We're going to shame them on air. We're going to appeal this right now, okay? I can't imagine what you think is medical misinformation here, as when talking about preventing transmission, this is the answer given by Google. And to say there are no side effects would be a lie. Please explain what was medical misinformation in this video. I mean, come on. It's right there. I can't imagine, yeah. So let's see what we get to say. We're going to submit it, right? Let's do it. There it is. We've shamed him. But again, I mean, I guess if this is no good, then what? They're going to have to take this video down too, right? Like, this video's got to go as well, right? They're like, right? Kevin Past, InfoWars has shown a short clip of French Dr. Pierre Gilbert talking in 1995 talking about magnetic vaccines and the dangers. Here is a link in full speech. Hopefully it stays up and skips through the Gestapo. And PJ, you also gave me a great tip over here. Heisman that boop forever. I want to thank you guys that are watching over on Rockfin.
So that's it. There's about 30 seconds more in the video. What do you think? Does it stand up? We didn't get pulled, right? Did not get pulled. I'm going to check right now, see if we got demonetized on that. No, we're still monetized on it. So this is a banned YouTube video. I remember at the very end, I said, well, they're going to have to ban this video too. They did. We shamed them live on the platform while we could, and we are trying to grow. So, look, it's a long way to the top when you want to rock and roll. We're kicking and screaming with the truth. Once again, I can't do it without you. I do want to thank everybody that gave a super sticker, supported the broadcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really do appreciate you. Chris, and I forget who else it was. Let's see. We'll go back up to the top. Was it two Chris's? It was Chris and Peaceful Warrior. So thank you so much, guys. Please consider supporting the broadcast. $5, $10, $15. It means the world to me. Big donors. Thank you, thank you, thank you again. You keep me in the game. If you haven't noticed, we're getting more and more frequent, and we are going to continue to do so. Number one, because there's plenty of news that nobody else is covering. We're talking about the digital ID. It's criminal how low the views on my video today on the digital ID that's already come to Illinois, right next door, that's already in your Apple Wallet in many cases, that's being legitimized by state after state, by the TSA, all right, by the international travel system with your passport. All these things are very, very important, and we show you those that are promoting them and why. So if that's valuable to you, again, the links are down below. What we're not doing is we're not rage baiting people. We're not encouraging division amongst the quote-unquote right or the left, Republicans, Democrats, conservatives, liberals. I hope that we can come together on all these issues that are human issues. Okay, they are human issues because it's not about left or right. It is always about right and wrong. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you, Bermas Brigade and beyond. I love you again, and I'll see you on the flip side.